Okay. Whew. I don't know. I took a bath because I was freezing and now I'm sweating. That's how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
My hair is 5 different shades of red.
Hello, Linda Wynn.
I bought the wrong color, y'all.
Hello, ACNC12.
So now I bought 2 more boxes of a darker auburn, and I'm going to try.
Hello, Rosa.
To do that
Jakob.
next time I wash my hair this week. Maybe tomorrow.
Caroline Baez. Hello,
so the
Mel.
next time y'all tune into the podcast, I might be more of a dark auburn.
Army 63B.
Right? Alan's not liking this color.
Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris and Obble Cakes, Tamara, Michelle. Hello, Dana. Hello, Angela. Hello, Analu, Brooksio, Casey, Edison Al. Boy, our very best customers. I can almost name them without looking at the screen.
Try.
Hello, Edison Al, ACNC12. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Hello, Bethany. Hello, Mel. See, I know a lot of them. Hello, Palm Mamable. Hello, Lisa Merrill. Hello, Sam Sanders. Sorry, can't see. Hello, Sam Sanders. Hello, Dot Para. Do you have an uncle named Frank? Hello, Jennifer Martinez. Hello, Jules Journals. Be a new customer. Hello, Tony Donaldson. All right, everybody filing in, taking their seats, babe.
You ready?
In a very, very systematic way, like they always do. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I think this one's Greek.
Oh my. Testing 1, 2. You know, I went to school with a Helen Metropolis. Helen Metropolis was her name.
Helen Metropolis?
Yes, we had a lot of Greek people who lived in Florence, and they all owned restaurants.
Do you think Helen Metropolis knew Mikakis too small? Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mikakis too small. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mikakis too small.
I would think the Makakis would be the last name.
Too small Makakis? Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Too small Makakis.
I don't know. It is what it is. Just press record.
I'm having a vision problem lately, guys. I'm having to do a lot more of this.
Maybe you need new glasses. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I am Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my nearsighted husband, farsighted husband. What are you, Alan Evans?
Hey, trade in the house. I can't see really small things up close.
So you are nearsighted. Wait, farsighted? I get confused.
Well,
I don't know.
I just need cheaters.
You need readers.
Yeah, I need readers.
Cheaters.
Right.
Well, those look like Coke bottles. Those look really thick.
Wow.
Do you know what your prescription is?
You're offending all the people with vision impairments.
No,
right
I
now.
mean, I need readers for certain things, but it's like the lowest prescription one. They're not even prescription. You just get them. Those are 1.5s.
Yeah, 1.5s.
Gosh, they look so much bolder.
Well, it's because they're big Buddy Holly looking frames.
I look so good in them. Oh, they're making me nauseous. Take them. Anyway, welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
You said that.
Again, we're starting over because of that. But thank you for joining us. We've got a lot going on right now. It's the holiday hustle and bustle. I know. Yes, I finally got that out of my head, and you put it right back in there, Alan. Thank you.
I have another thing in my head right now. We'll talk about it a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Good night. I cannot get it out of my head.
Yeah, it's annoying. But anyway, we've got a lot on our minds. And I think because I'm so stressed out about the holidays that a lot of stuff is slipping through the cracks. That's why I try to write everything down. And then I forget where I put the list. And so then I go out and I'm like, well, let me see if I can remember. And so I go into Target to get one thing. And of course, I leave and this is not a unique problem to me. You walk away with a buggy full, but not the one thing you were supposed to get. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Or if you're texting a shopping cart. I never heard the word buggy until I met you. And I kind of like it, but yeah, I always said shopping cart.
It's a buggy.
But you always call it a buggy.
Go get a buggy.
Hey, babe, go get us a buggy.
Somebody's buggy that they didn't take the less than 30 seconds to put it in the shopping cart return. Ran into the front of my car today.
Get out.
Yeah. When I got
And
into
where?
the car in the Walmart parking lot, I came out and there was a buggy just pressed up against my bumper.
Is there damage?
So frustrating. I didn't even look. I just need to get out of
Oh,
there.
wonderful. So I need to go out and look.
But I'll tell you, everybody's
cheap.
looking for these baby Yodas, Grogu's or whatever they're called. They had a ton of them.
Who's Grogu?
I don't know isn't that the baby Yoda's name?
What if somebody hasn't seen that episode?
Oh, it's everywhere. But anyway, baby Yoda's everywhere. When I hear people say they can't find them, everywhere I go, I find them.
I mean, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And this one was really cute, Alan. If you didn't already have the baby Yoda that I got you for your birthday, I would get you this one because you press his palm and he giggles and coos and makes all the noises like baby Yoda makes. Super adorable.
I saw one online.
And he's in like this burlap sack.
Yeah, maybe that was the same one I saw. He just does stuff. Like you just look at him and he does stuff.
No, this one just made the noises when you squeezed his palm.
Oh, this guy does the force and he, moves his ears and he blinks and he makes expressions. But
then we have to remember that we're adults and we don't play with we don't play with toys anymore.
Well, yeah.
But for the children, if they want, they're everywhere.
Or we could maybe give it to the children, and if they don't like it, we could just keep it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it's been a lot of fun.
My baby Yoda's under the Christmas tree.
I know Alan's already watched the current episode that's out. I have not watched yet because I'm waiting to watch with the boys because that child custody life, that back and forth. So I like to wait and watch with them.
I'll watch it again.
I know you will, but I don't want to watch it twice. I'm one and done.
I hope it's not the last episode. I think it might be the last episode of this season.
Have you looked it up?
No, I haven't looked it up, but I might have heard it somewhere or seen it somewhere that this might be the last one. I can't remember.
That would be disappointing because it's like we just got it back.
I know. 7 episodes isn't very many.
No, 7? That's it?
But we're on number 7 right now.
Oh, there has to be at least 8.
I hope so.
I would think 10, but what do I know?
I hope so.
But we're excited. Alan's really excited about the upcoming, what's the one? Disney Plus.
Oh, Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi?
But I think that's not coming out for a few years. You got a minute to wait for that. But Disney Plus has got us on the hook.
Well, I was telling Kellie, somebody took a picture of Ewan McGregor, who played Obi-Wan in all the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
He's got a big, thick, full beard already.
Yeah, I like
So they're
him.
speculating that he might be getting ready to shoot sometime.
I like Ewan McGregor. He was in that movie with Nicole Kidman. What was that one they sang inside the giant elephant? Come what may.
He can sing?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, with Nicole Kidman.
That's amazing. A lot of those actors can sing. I never knew. Who's that cat that was in The Greatest Showman?
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
I never knew Hugh Jackman could sing.
Yeah, he's a huge Broadway star.
Oh, God, I always thought he was just the freaking Wolverine. And then I went and saw The Greatest Showman. I mean, he's belting it out. He's dancing. I'm like, I can't believe how talented this guy is.
I know. It's like God was too good to certain ones of us.
God.
Yeah. Like you can't give all the talent to just one person, God. I mean, what were you thinking?
If I could just sing and dance to match my handsomeness, I'd be like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. So you're saying you're so incredibly handsome. That's what God blessed you with?
No.
Your handsomeness?
I don't
you
know.
are very handsome.
Well, thanks, babe.
People aren't telling you that enough.
Well, I was just fishing for compliments.
I know, honey. That's okay. I think you're very handsome.
Thank you, babe.
I tell you that quite often.
Thank you.
Probably not enough because your love language is words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. Yeah.
Have I told you today how handsome you are? Let me tell you now.
You haven't.
You are so
not
handsome.
until just now.
And such a good life partner.
Now, listen, I can tell.
But you are. I have fun with you. I always do.
My Jedi senses can sense when you're mocking.
I'm not mocking you. I really think those things.
Okay.
I just forgot to say them until just now.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? A lot of people don't have, somebody there telling them positive words of affirmation, and they need to hear that. They need somebody to talk to. It's been a really rough year for a lot of people. I've talked to some of my friends, and they're just like hoping that the light is brighter on the other side of January 1, right? But if you need someone to talk to now and you don't know where to turn, you don't know if you're living, especially in a small town, and there's like, who do you go to? What therapist? And, let me tell you about BetterHelp. It's a great sponsor of our show. We're very happy to have them on board with us. BetterHelp can assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And you connect in a safe, private online environment. Anything you share is confidential. And it's really fast too, because you can start communicating in under 24 hours. And this is not self-help, this is professional counseling. And they have a therapist that will specialize in whatever issue you need to have addressed. Perhaps you lost someone this year in COVID and you just can't get out of that funk. Perhaps you're having family conflicts for whatever reason, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem, sleeping. There's a therapist for you. And if for some reason you're not jiving with the one that you're matched with, you can change to a different therapist. It's fine. You need to have that perfect match, and it doesn't cost you a thing to find the new therapist that's right for you. It's convenient, it's professional, it's affordable, and we are big fans of therapy. Alan and I are, and we think there's no shame in getting help and reaching out. And we love that this is from the privacy of your own home.
And we both want you to start living a happier life today. So as a listener of ours, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/sandwich. So join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sandwich. Love BetterHelp.
We love therapy. We highly recommend it. All right. So I almost needed therapy this past weekend. I did it again. I said I would give a speech.
You did.
I did, because I told Alan last year, don't put me for any more speeches. It gives me way too much anxiety. I can't handle it. I can speak on the radio all day. I can talk on the podcast. It's fine. But you put me up in front of a room with all the eyeballs are on me, and I just have a massive anxiety attack. And I think I've been having residual anxiety attacks ever since.
Did you panic?
Alan's been having me do all these breathing exercises because I keep feeling like I have this weight on my chest and I can't quite catch my breath. And he said, in through your nose, out through your mouth.
I was telling Kellie when I had a panic attack years ago.
Serious.
It's the only one I've ever had in my life, where the firemen had to come and revive me.
You thought you were having a heart attack.
I thought I was having seriously, I thought I was having a heart attack. So I went to the doctor after that and I said, what happened? And he said, are you under a lot of stress or whatever, or anxiety? And I was, yeah. And he said, over time, what happens if you're always under stress or always having anxiety, you'll take really short breaths, but you won't even know it.
Have you ever found yourself not breathing?
Yeah.
I catch myself not breathing.
Exactly.
Quite often.
So what happens over time is you get a carbon dioxide buildup in your blood, which if it builds up to a certain level, you'll have an anxiety or a panic attack where you feel like you can't catch your breath.
And I think that's what's been happening to me lately, because I don't feel like I'm having a heart attack, but I'm like, I can't catch a breath. I feel like there's just weight. And I just I don't feel like the oxygen's getting to my head. And then when I do take a deep breath, then I get like swimmy headed because it's too much too fast. I don't know. But I've got to start working on the breathing. But yeah, I had to get up.
Deep breath in your nose.
I didn't have to. I was honored
deep
to
breath
be asked.
Out your mouth, right? There you go.
I was honored. Slow down.
Yeah,
see, I'm
just
getting panicking.
Relax.
I'm panicking even talking about the fact that I had to give a speech. It puts me back in that frenzied state. So I think moving forward, people say you should address your fears and conquer your fears, do what makes you scared. And you know what? I even said that in my speech. That's a lie. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Oh, come on.
I'm not going to do it anymore. In my speech, I had a lot of anxiety, and I was talking to Alan about it. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about to a commencement speech. What do I say?
And we came up with a good idea.
Well, we did.
Yes, we did. We bounced it off each other on the drive home from wherever the heck I was out in, where were we?
Yes, Alan did affirm, because I said, I think I was thinking about how you say yes more, just say yes to more things, because we've had a whole year of saying no to everything, right? So I got up and gave a speech, and my dream has always been to be one of those people like a TED Talk or whatever. And I know they're reading off teleprompters, but some of them are so good you can't tell. Or some speakers, you go to see them and they're just walking around and they have the headset on and they're just shooting the breeze and they're telling stories and everybody's laughing. And you walk away feeling good with a little moral lesson to take home with you and apply to your everyday life. That's what I would love to be. It ain't happening. I have tried and tried again, and I don't want to do it anymore.
You're out.
I'm out. I don't think I want to do it anymore. Why put myself through that much anxiety every time?
Well, everybody has a price.
See, and that's what Alan says. What if they come at you with enough zeros? Will you figure it out then?
Tell you what,
know.
there's big money in corporate speaking.
There is, but I just don't think I'm any good at it.
I don't know about commencement speeches, but in corporate speaking, there is.
I'll tell you what if, like, the president, no matter who the president is, they have speech writers. Mm-hmm. What if I got a speech writer and I just split everything with them?
Whoa, what do you mean split?
Split my take.
Why don't you let your agent negotiate that? I don't know if you'd be splitting it with them.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay,
but if I get somebody who's a really good speech writer and I just get to read what they wrote, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, no one's forcing you to do anything.
That's true.
No one's forcing you to do anything.
But I feel like I should overcome. I feel like this is something I should overcome because, like I said, I would love to be that person. I would love to be that whimsical, fun, Southern, person that gets up there as a storyteller with a moral. I'd love to be her.
Well, I've told you before, the only experience I can tell you about is mine. My personal experience was I felt like I was going to throw up the first time I went out on a stage to give a speech. I really did. I physically was going to yak on the stage and I held it in. And then over time, I just did more and more and got better and better. And then people start telling you, hey, you're pretty good at doing this. You should do more of it. And then it gives me more confidence. And then at the end, it was a lot of fun. Then I got to the point where I'm like, man, this is fun. I really like doing this.
But you were doing the same message over and over, right?
Not true.
No. Because you were doing heating and air conditioning presentations, right?
We were doing marketing presentations for heating and air conditioning contractors. Yeah, but no, it would be different every year. And I would do those kind of talks like in different cities or here in Dallas.
Would you tell them to say yes to more?
Yeah, some of them were kind of motivational like that, but most of it was about marketing, how to market. It was more how to stuff than it was motivational stuff.
Yeah, I guess if I had a subject, it would be easier than just saying, will you come speak? And then I've got to think of something, I don't know.
But you know what? Like you were saying, you wrote one and you've kind of got one in the library. Like we would write ours too, because we had them on teleprompters. And then we always had kind of a structure, and then we would just kind of bend it a little bit the next year and add what was new for the next year and add whatever new technology there was or whatever was current in that year that was going on that we could wrap around the content, I mean, once you start doing it, it just gets easier and easier.
I don't know.
In my opinion.
I'm getting too old for this.
Well, then don't do it.
That's right.
I'm not doing it. Just don't do it.
I'm not doing
it. No one's
That's
forced.
it.
I'm just trying to give you some motivation. No one's forcing you to do anything.
Thank you, baby. So after my speech where I said, just say yes to more, my answer is now no.
The only thing you have to do, everybody in South Carolina, is someday you're going to have to sell your wedding ring, all your really nice clothing, your Gracie Award.
Nobody wants that.
All your, just a lot of your valuables. And we're going to sink that into an RV and we're going to live in that full time.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Oh, I don't know. Just that's the only thing you have to do. I'm saying you have to do that.
As my husband, you're telling me as the head of my household?
Yes. Everybody in South Carolina hear that? Yes.
Why are you picking on my family?
I'm just
kidding. My family is very worried about that. My South Carolina family is very upset.
I don't know why that tickles me. That's why
they're not joking. They think that is not a good idea, Alan.
That's why you're going to make
me. I worked so hard my whole life, and I'm going to live out of a suitcase in a mobile home on wheels.
You've just been busting bits and segments out for 26 years.
They are not thinking that's a cute idea.
And I think you just need to roll it all into an RV.
I don't know.
No? That's not a good idea.
I don't know. We're going to actually...
What depreciates faster?
I think we told y'all this already.
An RV?
I don't know.
Nothing.
A
boat, maybe.
A boat. Yeah. We're going to go on an RV trip this spring for spring break. I think I mentioned this on a previous podcast, but I'm telling you, I'm losing my mind. I can't remember anything. And if you have any suggestions of where we can go in the middle of March, because that's going to be the hard part. Where is it going to be beautiful to go?
It'd be pretty.
Have you done any research?
Nah, I've done none.
Alan, it's like less than 3 months away.
I got the RV reserved. Now we just have to figure out where we're going. Though, we do need to get on that because I hear that the parks are crowded.
Yeah, because everybody, still with COVID and everything,
So
that's what they're doing. They're renting RVs.
you got to make a reservation at some of those, get you
Yeah.
a spot at the KOA.
Is that where we're staying?
Yeah, those are nice.
I don't know.
Those
I've
are
never
nice.
done it.
You going to shower in the RV or shower at the KOA bathroom?
Oh, I'm going to stay in the RV, I think.
You
right?
are? Oh, okay.
Well, see, my thought
We'll see what you think about
here's
that
my
bathroom.
thought.
We'll see what you think about that shower.
I thought what we could do is we could park in a hotel parking lot and rent a room and then go in and shower.
Negative. Negative.
And use the bathroom. And take care of all our business and then go back and sleep in the parking lot.
My mom and dad joked about that. And
I wasn't joking. I'm serious.
Once they were in the RV, they either showered or used the bathroom in there, or they were like, the KOAs are so awesome. They're clean.
The bathrooms are?
Yes.
See, I don't know. I've never seen them.
They keep them up good.
We'll find out. Speaking of bathrooms, have you noticed that there's certain stores that are running out of toilet paper again? Have you noticed? Has anybody noticed that?
I have not.
Seeing people. Yeah, I'm seeing people. I went to one store. I'm not going to say names. I don't want to get any businesses in trouble, but I went to one.
Walmart?
I'm not going to say which one.
Target?
I just said I'm not going to say which one.
Kroger?
Barren. There was not one scrap of toilet paper. Across the street, almost, catty corner, one exit up at the grocery store, there's plenty. I don't understand what's happening. Why was one store completely out and the other store had plenty? I don't know, but they said, I actually Googled, are we about to have another toilet paper shortage? And it said that having enough toilet paper gives us a sense of control over one thing. And so it's a psychological reason that we're doing it.
Where's this information from?
I just looked it up, honey. I told you. I searched it. I didn't look up the study, but it gives you a sense of control over one thing.
Did you go or
and
Google?
with your family's needs being met, at least at the very basic level. Like you can't control everything, but you're gonna make sure everybody's butts can be wiped. When humans sense fear, they turn outward and adapt by mimicking the behavior of others or looking in other people's shopping carts in this instance. So this does happen. If you go to a store and you see somebody walking out with 10 things of paper towels and toilet paper, you might be like, oh my gosh, do I need to go get toilet paper? And you automatically, even if you don't need it, you'll throw a roll in your cart and then it's that herd mentality thing.
So what you're saying, let me translate this for my simple brain. In times of crisis,
we panic.
People, they panic, and they also tend to be lemmings or sheep.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. People panic. And it's you see it time and time again, not just with like toilet paper, but like the hottest trending doll of the year or whatever. And people all of a sudden decide, I've got to have it. My kid hasn't mentioned it, but now we got to have it. And you get this obsession with it. It's just like,
you know what's scarcer than freaking toilet paper?
What?
Ammunition.
Yeah.
If you go I was at Academy the other day and I was looking for some Christmas present for Dylan. And I was just overhearing the guy at the gun counter talking to another guy. And he said, there's a line that goes outside the store an hour before we open. And we only get a few boxes a day. And it's just first come, first serve, but you can only take 1 or 2 boxes.
Wow.
Because I guess with the pandemic and the election and all that stuff going on.
People are scared.
People are scared and they're making a run on ammo too.
Yeah. So they said if shelves begin to look empty, we have a natural tendency to snag just one of what's left, similar to a discount that's a limited time offer. It's that same little thing that triggers in your brain.
But it seems like if you were going to panic about something, seriously, if I was going to panic about, oh my gosh, I've got to get, I would just go for the water, the bacon.
Yeah, but we can drink water out of the sink if we really have to.
The canned food.
Yeah.
You know, if I was going to panic, I don't know that toilet paper would be the first thing that come to my mind, but yeah.
That's why we got to get a bidet.
I'm not.
It's a trendy thing.
You're not going to do a bidet. We've had bidets in hotel rooms before, and you panic.
I don't panic.
Yeah, you do. You said you're not going to do it.
I don't panic.
You're not going to do a bidet.
Honey, I don't think I've seen a bidet in a room with you. You might be thinking about some other chick you took to the hotel. Have I seen a bidet with you?
Some other chick I took to the
I don't recall that. I've been to a hotel with a bidet, but I don't remember with you.
Honduras or wherever the heck we went. Where did we
go?
We were in
Honduras?
Dominican, wherever.
Did we have one in the Dominican Republic?
I thought we did. Didn't we have one in that big fancy bathroom where you fell down?
Oh, God. I almost died. I almost died in a foreign country with a man who wasn't my husband. I would have been a Dateline NBC episode.
I bet it would have been an unsolved mystery.
You would have solved it.
No,
You'd have told exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You're like,
no,
I'm going to spill everything.
Yeah, I would have
They
actually.
still, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So you just asked me about searching for the answer to that toilet paper thing, because you can just search for anything.
Yeah.
But, at the year-end review, who loves lists more than me? Nobody. I love lists. I love mechanical pencils.
And people love lists.
I love them. So they've actually done this list of the most Googled things of the year. Now I know that
Wait a minute.
but this is the Googles. Well, I'm going to do DuckDuckGo from now on, but I don't know that DuckDuckGo has done a list like this. So I'm going to do what we searched for most in 2020.
Okay.
Aren't you curious to find out?
I am.
Well, I'm going to tell you right after this. This holiday season, you can give a gift that means more, especially this year, right? You just don't want to give a gift card or whatever. You want to get creative and learn how to make the perfect handmade gift. And you can do that with Skillshare's online classes. Skillshare is this online learning community. It has thousands of inspiring classes for creative people, for people who are just really curious about learning something new. You can learn a new skill. You can, if you have something that you're passionate about, you can deepen the existing passions you have, get lost in your creativity. Let me tell you just about a couple of the classes you can find on Skillshare. DIY product photography, style and shoot creative stills. This is taught by Rachel Gulata and Daniel Inskeep. They're photographers with Mango Street Labs. This is actually something that Alan, I think if we ever get back to Emma Kellie and me doing that, Alan has to shoot products and things. And to learn how to do that in a better way, you do a good job, but to get even better, you could use that class on Skillshare. And, Big Al on the Kid Craddock Morning Show has become plant obsessed. And Alan has been doing a great job with some plants too in the house, but sometimes they're not surviving. I don't know what we're doing wrong, but there's a great Skillshare class called Plants at Home, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space. It's taught by Christopher Griffin, who is the plant queen. And so these are some interesting Skillshare classes you can find. Like I said, it's an online learning community that offers membership with meaning and with so much to explore, real projects to create, and you have the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish some real growth. And you can give a gift that's one of a kind, completely personalized, or maybe perfectly imperfect. Because it's from you. That's all we care about. Because when you put in time, effort, and creativity into a gift, it just shows how much you really care. Plus, it's really affordable. An annual subscription, less than $10 a month.
And explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/sandwich and get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/sandwich.
All right. Let's get creative and learn some new skills in 2021. But speaking of 2020.
Oh, I was just going to mention something real quick.
What?
So I went on a walk the other day. I was telling Kellie this, and you mentioned photography, and I wished I didn't have my phone with me because it, of course, ran out of charge before I went for the walk with the dogs. And I didn't, of course, have my big camera.
You've always got to go for a walk with your phone. What if you got abducted or something? It'd be in your pocket and I could track you.
Yeah. Had I had my camera, what I would have got that morning was a coyote that was standing maybe 15 yards from me. Mm-hmm. The sun was behind me, and then there was a really pretty kind of rolling field and trees behind him, and then behind the trees were this big water tower kind of in the distance for the city of Plano. And that would have been the coolest shot ever. But of course, the morning I see a coyote in the broad daylight, I don't have my phone. I mean, what are the chances? Yeah.
We were out the other day, though. What did we see? The heron. It was a gigantic heron Alan was taking pictures
Great
of.
Blue heron.
It was really beautiful. All right. So see what was trending in the United States. Now, this isn't worldwide Googling. This is just in the U.S. The most searched people of 2020, number one, Joe Biden, followed by Kim Jong-un, Kamala Harris, Jacob Blake, and Ryan Newman. People wanted to know more about those people in 2020.
Well, I need to Google the last two because I don't know who the hell they are.
Well, Jacob Blake was the man that was shot by police officers, and then because he showed up at the lady's house and she called the police because he had previously assaulted her. Isn't that who that is? And they shot him because they thought he was going for a knife in his car. Isn't that who that was?
I don't remember, Ben.
I think that's right.
Not in Dallas. Not the apartment.
No, I didn't say it was in Dallas. No.
Okay. Yeah, that vaguely rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Ryan Newman?
I'd have to Google it. I don't know.
Sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Actors, Tom Hanks was number one. He's number one
What's
everywhere.
the deal with Tom Hanks?
He's the most trustworthy actor. He's the everything. He's the most Googled actor. Anyway, Chris D'Elia, he's number two. He's a stand-up comedian who was accused of sending like naughty pictures to underage women, but he claims he didn't know they were underage and it was just a big misunderstanding. I don't know where that stands right now. Number three is Jada Pinkett Smith. This is because she had that whole entanglement thing. Remember when she and Will had an understanding and she started running around with one of her son's friends and they had like an entanglement, she called it. So she was number three. Timothée Chalamet, number four, and Ricky Gervais, number five.
Jada Pinkett Smith, a client of Cesar Millan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the most searched athletes on Google, Ryan Newman.
Who is Ryan
Who's
Newman?
Ryan Newman?
I don't know.
He was number five in the other thing.
Live studio audience, help us out. Why do we not know who Ryan Newman is?
Is he some like college quarterback or something?
I don't
Number
know.
two is Tom Brady.
Okay, I know who that is.
Bubba Wallace was third, the NASCAR driver. Number four, Mike Tyson, and number five is Rudy Gobert.
I don't
I
understand.
have no idea.
I don't understand this list.
These are the most searched. These are the Google trends of 2020. That shows how much we are out of the
I'll
loop.
bet you if you had the comprehensive list and you didn't have it segmented like this, the porn search words would be the top 50 before you got to any of these.
The number one search of the year is election results.
I bet there's
overall searches.
I bet there's porn words that are higher than that.
Number two, coronavirus. Three, Kobe Bryant. Four, coronavirus update. Five, coronavirus symptoms. That was the most popular searches. Now, beauty how-tos. What did we do a lot in quarantine? Cut hair. How to cut men's hair at home was number one. And how many times I searched several things for that. Number two, how to plop hair.
Remember when you jammed that
plopping hair?
Remember when you jammed that clipper into my head and it cut me?
Oh my gosh, get over it. What is plopping hair?
Killers up.
How to plop hair. Am I saying something vulgar? Because I don't even know what that means. Number three, how to color your hair at home, which I kind of messed up the last time. Number four, how to wash your hands. People needed, I guess.
How to wash your
hands. It's like, well, am I doing it right? Because you just, that whole 20 seconds or whatever. And number five, how to style curtain bangs.
Curtain bangs. Is
I
that
guess
like
it's
when
like
it's
the
straight?
part down the middle. Well, I don't know.
You think I should do bangs? Instead of going straight back, you think I should do some bangs? Well, how do you think that'd look?
No.
Why?
You look like a Three Stooge.
Like Mo?
Like the Stooge. How to make, number one, hand sanitizer. Number two, how to make a face mask with fabric. Number three, how to make whipped coffee. That was a big trendy thing. You have to have a frother for that. Number four, how to make a mask with a bandana. And number five, how to make a mask without sewing. So masks were very popular except for coffee whipped right in the middle.
I must confess, I did look up how to make a mask out of fabric and how to make a mask out of bandana this year. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
The recipes, what another big trendy thing during quarantine was to bake bread. The recipe most searched, sourdough bread. Number two, whipped coffee. Number three, a Disney churro. What's the difference between a Disney churro and a regular churro? Is it shaped like Mickey Mouse? I don't know.
$20.
Number four is Dole Whip.
Dole Whip?
Is that like fruit?
I know
like the Dole fruit, and it's a
Cool Whip is.
So is it like pineapple fruity whip or something?
I know who Bob Dole is.
And number five is a DoubleTree cookie.
I know what the DoubleTree Hotel is. I've never heard of a DoubleTree.
The DoubleTree cookie. They give you
it?
at the DoubleTree Hotel.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Oh, all right.
Mystery solved. When you check in the DoubleTree Hotel, they give you a cookie. Let's see. Where is ... If you typed in where is, number one came up. Where is my stimulus money? Number two, where is my refunds? Number three, where is Kansas City?
Where is Kansas City?
That was number three. Number four, where is Beirut? Number five, where is Shakira from?
Colombia.
This is what people want to know. The most Googled TV shows, Tiger King, which we watch.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai. Alan, we've got to watch Cobra Kai. I think it's going into its season 3. It's based on the Karate Kid.
I'm already
but they're all
behind.
grown up. But I think it's supposed to be really great, and it's on Netflix, right? Number 3 is Ozark. We have been watching that. We're waiting for the 4th and final or 5th and final season.
We're through the first 3 seasons, right? Or did we
were clawing our way.
give up at the end?
No, it's over. We watched it all. We clawed our way to the end of that season. We really lost interest in this last season, but we're going to tune in for the very last season, right?
One of our live studio audience members made a good point. There's a big technological board in front of us where we get messages, and they just sent a message our way that says, Kellie, you've been to Disney 300 times and you don't know what a Dole Whip is?
I've never had one.
Okay. Apparently,
what is it?
Apparently it's something at Disney. I don't know. I've been one time.
I've never had one.
Yeah.
What is it? Am I right? Is it fruit and Cool Whip mixed together?
Tell you what I like are them Mickey pancakes. Those Mickey waffles.
Oh. So number 4 was the Umbrella Academy, which I have not seen. And number 5 is the Queen's Gambit. That's that movie about chess. It's on. Is it a series? It must be a series, and I want to watch that because it looks really cute.
I guess I'm searching for different stuff because not many of these I searched for.
Well, you have some why. So if you searched why, here's the top Googled why things. Number 1, why were chainsaws invented? That's so random.
That is very random.
Why is there a coin shortage? That's more interesting. I would be. Why can't we find the soft drinks we like? We found out there was an aluminum shortage from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, why was George Floyd arrested? Number 4, why is Nevada taking so long?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, why is TikTok getting banned?
It's not good.
And let's do one more because now they're getting into.
You're not going to read all the Spanish ones?
I don't know how to speak Spanish. I could read it, but donde puedo ver los resultados de las elecciones?
Hey, that's pretty good, man.
Donde puedo votar? Donde está mi reembolso? ¿De dónde es la esposa de Kobe Bryant?
You sound like that.
¿De dónde viene el coronavirus?
You sound like that lady at the beginning of the
I don't know what I'm saying though.
Jane's Addiction album.
I know it's where. All right, so where to buy? Number 1, where to buy PS5. Good luck getting one. Number 2, where to buy toilet paper. Again, running out again.
You know how desperate people are getting on the PS5? I saw an ex-Dallas Cowboy
reaching out
in his Instagram stories just post a message, and it said, anyone with a PS5 want to sell it?
Please.
I guess they can't find them anywhere.
Yeah, no. Once they get them in, they're gone.
Yeah.
And then people are selling them for, triple what their costs. So just wait, Number 2, where to buy toilet paper. Number 3, where to buy face masks. Number 4, where to buy Xbox Series. Is it X or Series 10?
I would assume X.
And number
I don't know.
5 is where to buy hand sanitizer.
Must be the new Xbox, huh?
So there you go. That's just a few. I mean, there's more. But you can go to trends.google.com.
Why didn't you look up the top 10 porn searches? That would be funny.
But look. Well, let me see.
Is it on there?
I don't know. Let's see.
Kellie's looking it up.
Porn?
Look, Kellie's looking it up. She's typing porn in her search engine. Babe! Wow!
Well,
okay. No.
Well, you told me to.
Oh, here you go. Here, hold on. This is some good information. So Kellie is at a console in Google Trends, and she just typed in the word porn.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You looked up the search term porn. And
it stayed very steady over the past 12 months. Look, the needle didn't really go up.
Yeah, pretty steady searches.
Pretty steady.
Interest over time. Here are the top 5 states that searched for the word porn. Number 1, Mississippi. Number 2, West Virginia. Number 3, New Mexico. Number 4, Oklahoma. Wow, they're not quite as snow white as we might have thought, as pure as the driven snow up there.
Why would you think that?
Well, I don't know. Very pure state. And number 5, we have a lot of friends in Louisiana. Yeah, okay. We know what y'all are doing.
You do the top 10.
6, Arkansas. 7, Kentucky. 8, Wyoming. 9, Alabama. And 10, you got a lot of time on your hands, hello hand, up in Alaska.
Let's see. I'm trying to find. Texas is number
Texas,
17.
17. Yeah.
South Carolina is number 22. My home state. Let's see. What's the least porny?
Well, Utah.
The least porny state in the
Yeah.
country is Utah.
Utah. They're just not interested, you know?
And New York is number 47. I guess they see enough on the streets and they just whatever,
yeah.
you know, they've seen everything.
Yeah,
Like, we don't need to see that. I can just look out my window across the street, I guess.
You
I
can
don't know.
Walk into Times Square and see porn.
Anyway, now that's going to show up on my search engine. When I am murdered and they take my laptop in for forensic testing, it's going to have that I searched porn.
You don't want to take mine in and look on it.
I don't want to.
Oh,
I really
on.
don't.
No.
I don't even want to know.
Babe. Just making a joke.
Well, you had me. Now you've made me complicit.
I know it's in your cookies and everything.
It is. So anyway, that's the. I don't know if I have any more lists in me. I think I'm listed out after this episode.
You are?
I like lists, but
People love this.
I know, but I think that's enough.
Okay. Well, I've got some stuff.
You do. I wanted to talk about what we're really into right now.
Okay.
Because I think people are looking for other things to do and what they, when they're not running around like a chicken with their heads cut off, trying to get everybody satisfied. Is this a mom thing? I'm speaking to all the moms listening right now. Do you, especially if you're in a blended family or two, it's just crazy. You run around so crazy. You want to make sure everybody has the best Christmas ever. You just want to make sure everybody's happy, but you're not happy because you're so stressed out trying to make sure everything's taken care of. That must be a mom thing, because it really is nerve-wracking for me. I want to make sure everybody has the same, everybody's treated equally. Everybody has the same amount of gifts open, so nobody feels like they got shortchanged. I want to make sure everybody gets what they want. Oh, it's just so much. It's so much. And now with coronavirus, we don't know what we're doing.
In what respect?
We're not doing the usual things we do.
Oh, yeah.
Like the tamale,
Right.
the Christmas Eve tamales, not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the grandparents, not happening, I don't think. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
a lot. I'm very stressed.
It's a screwed up year.
It is.
It is a screwed up year.
But yeah, I thought maybe if you do ever have time and you want to, we'll tell you what we're into.
Okay. Well, my list is kind of strange, but
Why is it strange?
well, not strange. I'll like this is when you asked me that. Kelly asked me this 5 minutes before we started tonight.
Yeah, it's like, because if you're into something, you don't even have to think about it. I'm really into this right now. I could list one that you were into all day today.
Okay, which one?
That listening to that soundtrack for Mandalorian.
That's my number one.
You have been whistling it all day.
The Mandalorian soundtrack is a earworm like I have never had. It has buried itself in my ear and it's drilled itself into my brain, and I can't get it out.
Yeah, you've whistled it all day.
Well, what happened last night, I got caught in the Facebook video bunny hole. And of course, Facebook knows like what you like and who you are and all that stuff. So I saw a video of this guy who played a heavy metal version of the Mandalorian theme, which comes on at the end of every episode. I was like, that is so freaking cool. That is awesome. So I watched that video, and then of course, it gives me all these other related videos. So then I go on over to YouTube to watch these related videos, and I watch more and more videos.
What
So
time did you come to bed?
I don't, after 12.
Alan and I don't go to bed anymore together. I didn't say that right. We don't go to bed together anymore. Because
Yeah.
I go to bed and I play Best Fiends, and then I turn off the light and go to sleep. And at some point I roll over and I'll feel, and sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not.
So I watched all these covers of people playing the Mandalorian theme. And then I downloaded it because we have Apple Music. So then I have the actual soundtrack now, and I listen to that all day. And then this afternoon, I looked up the guitar music, and I was trying to learn how to play it myself on the acoustic guitar. I mean, I can't get it out of my head right now.
I know, it's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm into the Mandalorian
I think what you have to do is replace it with something else.
soundtrack.
Well, see, you replace that with Mandalorian.
Yeah, that over
That.
and over.
That's a lot, babe. Oh, and then the whistling.
Yeah,
It's Ear piercing.
I'm sorry. I just can't get it out of my head right
All
now.
right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go back and forth. Y'all, I am so into Hallmark Christmas movies right now. I put it off because I've gone through seasons where I just leave it on in the background and it's just on and I'll stop and I'll kind of like look at it for a minute and go in the next room. But I have like focused on Hallmark Christmas movies. I have wept. I know what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen every time. There's a formula. If you watch Hallmark Christmas movies, you know what the formula is. There's a man and a woman. Well, now they have gay couples now, but typically it's a couple, and they don't like each other at first. There's some sort of antagonizing stuff, animosity, whatever, and then they kind of like each other. But then something happens. There's a misunderstanding, or somebody does something to offend the other, and 5 minutes before you think, oh, all is lost, it all works out. It's beautiful. And it starts snowing. So last night, we had to go, where did we go? We had to go to dinner because I wasn't cooking again. I'm the worst. And so, but I was like, oh, I really want to watch this Hallmark movie. So I recorded it. And then while Alan was up listening to Mandalorian tunes, I went to bed and watched it. And I was crying. This one is called A Timeless Christmas. Alan, this really rich single man, in 1903, he went to an auction and he bought a clock for his betrothed, the woman he was supposed to marry. But when he got it home, the clock wasn't working. Anyway, he and his betrothed, his fiance, they had a disagreement because he works all the time. And anyway, so she's like, you need to come to my parents' house for Christmas or whatever. Anyway, they had a little spat. But it was okay. So he was fixing the clock and suddenly the clock started going zoo, 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 zoo. He passes out and he wakes up in 2020.
But he's from
1903.
1903?
And so he wakes up in his own house, which has now been converted into a museum because the big mystery in town is this guy disappeared in 1903 and nobody'd seen him for over 100 years and they didn't know where he'd gone. And the girl that's running the house, she's like the tour guide. She's the museum worker. Anyway, I did not think the casting was great. For him, it was perfect, but I didn't get their chemistry. I didn't like that, but I'm still crying at the end of it. I liked him so much. I started Googling who he was. I looked him up on Instagram. I found out all of his acting roles. He's so cute. A Timeless Christmas. And then there's one called Love Lights Hanukkah. This one is a girl that works in an Italian restaurant and her mother dies and it's her first Christmas without her mom. And she does a DNA test. And she finds out, because she's adopted, she's like, I want to know my heritage. That's all, it was just me and my mom. She finds out she's half Italian, half Jewish. She didn't know she was half Jewish. So then she finds, oh, I've got a DNA match right here where I live. Oh my gosh. Well, she ends up finding her family and her mother. And the guy who played Boy Meets World, Fred Savage, he's the love interest.
Jeez.
I'm crying. Marilu Henner is the Jewish mom that gave her up for adoption. She's so good in this. Y'all, if I'm not in a Christmas movie on the Hallmark Channel before I die, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Well, the sands of time keep running
I
out.
know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to just be like in the background. I don't want to be one of the people like.
Right.
You can't hear me. I'm faking laughing.
Yes. I understood.
I'm faking laughing while I'm warming my hands over what's supposed to be hot cocoa. And there's nothing in the cup. I want to have a line.
With a big jacket and scarf on.
I want to be like a featured extra.
And snow in your hair.
Yeah. I want to be a featured extra where at the end they'll say, Kellie Rasberry Evans, doctor's office receptionist or something like that. That's what I want.
Could I be in it too?
Is it your dream?
It's not really my dream.
Then no.
But if you were in it.
It has to be your dream.
But if you were in it, it'd be fun to be in it.
No, it's my dream. Okay.
But I have actor experience.
I do too.
A dime. Wow.
Well, you said it first. Why
I do too. I know you do, but I do too.
But why is it a time when I say it, but not when you say it?
Because it's my game.
Oh, good. All right. Go ahead and give one more.
It's on my phone.
You can't remember what you're into. You're into soup. I know that.
I
every
am
time we
into-
go out to restaurants, Alan has to have a bowl of soup.
I like soup.
He has to.
Speaking of soup, I am into this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant that's near where we live. It is called Chesu Kitchen.
I went on the Nextdoor app and wrote about it. Did you know
I
that?
love this little restaurant.
We
It's a
love it.
little Asian restaurant. It's really cool inside. They got it decorated. It's tiny, but they got it decorated really nice. They
Alan
always
and I-
have cool music playing.
Alan and I are sitting there saying, I wonder if they could put a bar in here. We were
Yeah.
trying to do a floor plan because we love it so much. I went on Nextdoor app because I'm like, I don't want this place to ever close.
The food is awesome.
They're very nice.
It's inexpensive, and they got good service. I just love it. It's called Chesu Kitchen, and it's in Plano. You check it out if you live in Plano.
If you live in Plano.
Basically, you'll see me there. I'm there about every other day.
And you know what I did tonight, what I'm into right now? Baths.
Baths.
A lot of people don't like baths because they feel like they're sitting in their own filth. I don't care. I pour enough bubble bath in there. It's a great experience. And tonight I was thinking, I want to start taking more baths, which is probably not good for your skin, but I want to get one of those trays that you put across the bathtub so you can put like your cell phone and some candles and a glass of wine and all this stuff on it, and all your stuff, your razor. And I want to get one of those pillows for the back, that you like get the suction cups and stick it on the tub and all these. That's what I want. I love it.
Do you get clean in a bath?
I think I do.
Do you get as well? I'm not saying you, but just generally speaking, do people get as clean in a bath as they do in a shower?
I don't know if any studies have been done on it, but I bet they have. You can search it on DuckDuckGo and let me know. You are sitting in your own butt
Because you're
water.
sitting in your own, you're sitting in your own butt and ball water, right?
But I love it. I love baths.
They do feel good. I will
Mhm.
give you that.
I was so cold tonight. I couldn't shake that chill when you get all the way to your bones.
Mhm.
And I got in that hot tub and I couldn't cool off.
Is there a
Like,
less graceful move that you make when you and I are getting in or getting out of that tub?
Yeah, Alan loved this bath. When we came.
Oh, I still love it.
When we walked in the doors of this house that we're living in now, you walk through the front door, you could see straight through to the backyard the way the window is. And he's like, this is the house for us. I'm like, we haven't even looked at the kitchen and the bathrooms yet. And then we go to the master bathroom, and it has like this, at the weird angle, this big tub. And you call it the egg, right?
It's like an egg.
It's like you're in this like cocoon, like this
like a little
little
cocoon.
cave with a chandelier. and
Yes, your
everything.
own little chandelier.
And Alan's maybe taken 2 baths in it
I love it.
altogether.
I love it.
2 baths.
I've taken
you-
more than 2.
Not many
No, that's
more.
not true. Because every time I get
Maybe 2 a year.
every time I get a tattoo, I soak in that dang thing.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do I have? Yeah, exactly. I've soaked in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
See, you didn't even think.
What am I not thinking?
No, you weren't.
You don't take enough baths. I'm going to take more baths. Anyway, that's what I'm into right now.
That's a good one.
You got one more and we'd be done on
Um,
our list of what we're into right now?
well, I'm really into getting ready for 2021 and my big birthday next year. I've already started my eating program.
Yeah, you have.
I'm going to start hitting it hard at the Body Machine Fitness early next year. I've already started stretching and kind of getting ready for that. I just want to be feeling right for 50.
Yeah. 50 and fine.
If I'm going to be
50 and feeling
if I'm
it.
going to be rolling around in a Speedo in front of a bunch of people, I want to be looking and feeling right.
I'm right there with you,
Okay.
honey.
Well, so I've been doing good.
I want you to be my arm candy.
Since that's what you told me. And since Thanksgiving, I'm doing really well.
You are.
So I'm going to keep going.
You are. You've dropped like 10.
11.
Oh, 11 now.
Yes.
He's dropped 11.
Mhm.
Isn't that nice?
Well, Thanksgiving, I gained 15.
So you just lost what you gained?
Well, pretty much.
Well, you're looking good, honey.
Thank
And I
you.
know for 50, any year with a 0, it's like a time to reassess where you are, where you want to be, who do you want to be doing all the things you love most with. And so, we're going to have big plans to celebrate Alan's birthday in Mexico, Lord willing, in July. So hopefully a lot of you will be able to go with us. After the first of the year, we'll be able to have a more firm plan as to when that will be. I am very confident in July. We're all going to be able to travel freely without a care in the world.
Yes.
We're hopeful.
We're hopeful.
We're hopeful. Now, another thing I know a lot of people are into, I'm going to get to in a minute because I did a little research and it's actually very interesting. But Alan and I have also, after this year, we've been trying to make more of a conscious effort to read the labels of what we're buying. And we have been really trying to support American-made products.
Sure.
We why wouldn't we? USA. Did you know that in 1960, 95% of all clothing was made in the USA? Today, only 3%. That is shocking to me. But, why did it get that way? Because people mass produce cheaper stuff that falls apart, and you want quality pieces. I'd rather invest money in something that's quality, that's going to last in the clothing. Don't you think? Especially when it comes to trends. If it's a trend and something, you're just like, okay, I get it. You're going to wear it once to a Christmas party, fine. But it's going to be an investment piece that you're going to want to wear for years. I don't mind spending a few extra bucks because I know it's going to last, especially when it's 100% American made. And that's why we love American Giant.
American Giant.
Yes, they have a brand that is built. They have built a 100% USA-based supply chain. They have a relationship with factories, with workers, with communities, every step of the way. Like I said, this is not going to be the cheapest stuff, but it does make for a better sweatshirt. And Alan and I both got the hoodies. Tell them about that hoodie, the American Giant hoodie.
Oh, it's heavy. It's durable. You can tell it's going to be one of these pieces that lasts 20 years.
It's not disposable.
No.
Yes. And I love, because you can see where all this stuff, the supply chain is. They use plants in South Carolina to dye their fabrics, which I thought was so cool. I was like, oh, I have a little South Carolina connection to that. And like I said, you wear it more, you're going to love it more, you're going to appreciate it more, because these American Giant clothes are built to last. They aren't made to end up in landfills. So we want you to check out American Giant for those, pieces that you're looking for to just start shopping smarter. Start shopping smarter. You buy a few key pieces and they will work. You learn how to use pieces well in American Giant. Like I said, buy American 2021. Let's all make a conscious effort. And let's start with a sponsor of our show, American Giant.
And you can get 15% off your first order when you use promo code SANDWICH at american-giant.com. That's 15% off when you use code SANDWICH at american-giant.com.
Support local. Support USA.
They really are good hoodies.
They are. We love them. All right, look. So I was in the drive-thru with my daughter, McDonald's, and there was a big, they have the big digital boards now, and it said, McRib is back. Now, Alan, I know you don't go to the drive-thru right now because you're on your big weight loss plan.
McRib is back,
McRib is back. This is exciting stuff. Let me tell you, McRib, I was like, when was the McRib? So
here, the McRib is like a rib patty.
Yes, let me tell you.
How do they make a rib patty?
Well, I'm going to tell you. I actually did. I've never thought to research McRibs until I saw that on the board, and I asked my daughter about it because she always wants chicken nuggets. She always wants chicken nuggets. I said, Emma Kellie, would you like to try McRib? She's like, no.
Is it organic?
I don't think so.
The McRib isn't organic?
Why would it be organic?
No, is it like real meat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, organic. What does that imply?
Well, I don't know. I thought their chicken nuggets were suspect.
I don't know. No, we're not disparaging the greatness of McDonald's here. I'm just telling you, my daughter didn't even want to try it.
Sponsor?
No, but why would we disparage them? We love McDonald's. I love McDonald's cheeseburger. When I was pregnant, I ate a McDonald's cheeseburger every day.
I ain't eaten at McDonald's in 10 years.
Well, we eat there every day with Emma Kellie. But anyway, did you know the McRib debuted in 1981? It's seasoned boneless pork. It's mostly ground pork shoulder, Alan.
Ground pork shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Barbecue sauce, onions, pickles on a hoagie-style bun. It was developed by McDonald's first executive chef. His name was Rene Arend, a native of Luxembourg.
Good eye, Mike.
He's the man that invented the chicken McNuggets in 1979.
Oh, so we
blame
him. Yeah.
No, blame love. People love McNuggets. So anyway, Chef Arend, he did an interview in 2009, and he said the McNuggets went over so well. Every franchise wanted them because franchises can pick or choose, I guess, if they want to carry all the products. I didn't know that. He said there wasn't a system to supply enough chicken, so they had to come up with something else to give other franchises as a new product. They were like, we need to give people something else to be excited about. So the McRib came about because of the shortage of chickens. How about that? And he said his inspiration was to shape the McRib patty like a slab of ribs, despite the fact a round patty would have been cheaper. and they would be able to serve it on the standard round hamburger
But then
bun.
it wouldn't look like a rib.
Exactly. He said no. He was trying to be, he's a chef. He's an executive chef. He said, I wanted it to look like a slab of ribs, and they're longer. So that's why they came up with that hoagie size bun.
Right.
So anyway, sales were not great. So it debuted in 1981. They took it off the menu in 1985, reintroduced it in 89, stayed on the menu to 2005 in many countries.
Wow. Oh, not in the U.S.?
No, what happened was from 2006 to 2019, what they'll do is they'll just reintroduce it for a short time and pull it because it's more exciting when it's limited time only. Like I said earlier,
do that,
people have that. They even did like a big farewell tour, if you remember that, for the McRib. They brought it back. I remember when they did the Flintstones movie. Do you remember that? Because they were trying to like the McRib, and they did a whole big thing with the Flintstone movie. I remember that. But anyway, the McRib is always on the menu in Luxembourg.
But I might.
Because the head chef, the executive chef's from there, and I guess he created something that he knew his native people would like. But it's a permanent menu item at McDonald's in Germany and Luxembourg.
Can I ask a practical question?
What?
Here? Why in the hell is an American company like McDonald's got a chef from Luxembourg inventing a barbecue sandwich?
Why not?
Well,
why would you limit anybody?
Is there not an American chef that can do that?
Well, why would we have American chefs that cook French food? Why not?
No, I'm just saying, of all the chefs in the world, McDonald's had to
that's
go
who they
had to go
hired.
to Luxembourg.
Well,
to find this cat?
obviously, he gave us the chicken McNugget. They knew what they were doing.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, so this year, I did not know this, but for 2020, McDonald's announced the McRib would be made available nationwide. So when they bring it back, just for these limited engagements, not every franchise had to carry it, I guess. But now they're saying, I guess after this crappy year, we want to make everybody happy. So as of December 2nd, if you haven't been to McDonald's in the past few weeks, the McRib is there for the first time nationwide since 2012. How about that? And let me tell you, after doing a little research, you asked about that shape of the patty.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The McRib consists of a restructured
What does
boneless.
that mean?
Listen to me, Alan.
Restructured
Boneless pork patty shaped like a miniature rack of ribs. It's served on a 5.5-inch roll. Meat restructuring was developed by the U.S. Army to deliver low-cost meat to troops in the field. The process was refined by a meat scientist named Dr. Roger Mandigo, who led us to the greatness of the McRib patty.
Here's the deal.
Did you know there are meat scientists
Well,
that learn how to form meat patties?
good dear listener, I know this is a lot of great content.
Very
here,
interesting to me.
But if you want a barbecue sandwich, do not go to McDonald's.
Well, I mean, it's limited time.
Go to Oaked Handcrafted Barbecue in Dallas, Texas, off Greenville Avenue.
If you're in the area
And there's a sandwich.
and you're not going to Chasu.
There's a sandwich there named after this ridiculous podcast.
Yes, there is.
It's called a sandwich and some Lovin sandwich.
It's a pulled pork sandwich.
Pulled pork sandwich.
With sausage on it.
I
and
saw
slaw.
Patrick, Sergeant Sowers on Facebook. He posted today. He was down at the restaurant.
Did he get the sandwich?
He got the governor. That's
the
that's the
governor?
one that's bigger than our sandwich. It's like the biggest sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he love it?
I'm sure he did. He likes it. He's been there like 5 times
Oh,
already.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I have to go meet him down there one time.
I know.
So anyway, that's just a little, I'm going to make my daughter try a McRib. I haven't had one in years.
I've had them before, mostly in college.
I
think.
love
'Cause didn't you say they
McRibs.
came back in 89? Because I remember eating them in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember them coming out in 81. I remember a lot. Do you remember when they had the McDonald's? They used to serve them in styrofoam containers. Remember before styrofoam was the devil?
I remember that.
And then they had one where the styrofoam, it was long because one side of the styrofoam had the cold side of the burger and the other side of the styrofoam had the hot side. And so the whole point was you took the lid off and you folded it over, and that way all the cold stuff stayed cold. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. You remember their little apple pies they had in those?
They still have them.
The flat ones?
The sleeves? Don't they still have sleeves of apple pies at McDonald's?
I don't know. I've not seen those.
I'm pretty sure.
And they had the cherry pies too? I used to get the apple and the cherry pies.
I think they still do.
Oh, those were good. I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, those were great.
Yeah.
My go-to was 2 cheeseburgers and fries, like the 2 cheeseburger meal with fries.
Mhm.
Or if I was really feeling it, a QP, quarter pounder, or a Royale with cheese and fries.
Or you get a large French fry and a chocolate shake, and you shove some French fries in your mouth, and while your French fries
That is
fill in your
so
mouth, take a
gross.
slurp off the
Gross.
chocolate
That
shake.
is
It's so good.
That is so nasty.
It is so good.
Babe,
It's
that
like
is
eating
so
Whoppers
gross.
with popcorn.
That is so gross.
What's gross about it? It's salty and sweet.
This is a fundamental thing that you and I will never agree on, and that's don't mix up your food.
But it's mixing it up in your mouth.
That's gross.
It's not like you're taking milkshake and dumping it all over the fries.
Yeah.
You keep the
You might
fries
as
in your
well.
mouth, and then
You might as well.
It's so good.
You might as well just blend your French fries in with your milkshake and drink it.
You can dip your French fries in the milkshake and eat them.
I'm throwing up in my throat.
Why?
Right now, 'cause
You
that's
haven't
gross.
tried it.
'Cause
You
that's
haven't tried
gross.
it. You don't even know.
It's like ambrosia. It's like casseroles. I'm out. I don't eat that
You're
stuff.
not out on casseroles and
Out.
ambrosia. You're not. You eat that stuff.
don't
You don't
eat-
even know you're eating
I
it.
don't eat ambrosia. I've never eaten ambrosia.
Yes, you have.
I just make fun of it. I just look at it. I'm like, what is that? It's green and red and purple. It's got whipped cream on it. What is it?
You have eaten ambrosia.
I have not eaten
Yes, you
ambrosia.
have. You don't even realize it. And you've eaten casserole.
I don't prefer my
But you eat it.
I don't prefer that.
If my mama makes you ambrosia for Christmas, you're going to eat it.
Oh,
You're going to hurt Connie Rasberry's feelings.
just reminder that I'm not a big fan of that.
Let me tell you, when I took Alan home for Thanksgiving for the first time to meet my Aunt Velma and my cousin Cindy and Grayson and Leah and Victoria and everybody, Tommy Jean, I said they wanted to make sure Alan had something that he really liked on the table. And he said, I want broccoli with cheese sauce. And that didn't compute with my family. They were like broccoli casserole? Like, no, he wants broccoli with cheese sauce. And they were like, broccoli with what's the fancy cheese sauce people do?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
it's that one my mom does sometimes. I just wanted like Velveeta.
He wanted Velveeta melted on top of plain broccoli.
Yes.
That's what he wanted. My family was like, no, we can't do that. Really? That's what he wants? I had to convince them, listen, he's going to be very upset.
Yes.
Apparently, this is his one standing tradition at Thanksgiving, broccoli with melted Velveeta on it. And that's what they made for him.
I've had it every year since I was knee high to a grasshopper. Broccoli and cheese.
Melted Velveeta.
What?
And he is over here
What?
ripping the McRib.
I'm just.
And you eat processed
I'm not ripping,
cheese
I'm
on
not
top
ripping
of
the McRib.
broccoli.
I'm not ripping the McRib. I'm just saying, being a marketing
And you
guy,
want to eat ambrosia.
instead of selling McDonald's McRibs, why don't you sell some oaked barbecue sandwiches
or broccoli with cheese? You think that would be a big hit at the McDonald's Thanksgiving menu? I don't think so.
What? This even makes sense. What are you talking about?
Broccoli with melted Velveeta.
Kelly thinks she's mocking me by yeah, I'm a simple man just making my way through the universe. I'd like it simple. I like
That's
it
true.
simple.
That's true. You do.
I don't need all my food mixed up.
Will you just try it my way once?
Try what your way?
Put some French fries in your mouth.
No,
and then take a
absolutely
shake.
not. That makes me want to gag.
Why?
That's gross.
Have you ever put chocolate raisins or anything on popcorn? Or
No,
Whoppers?
no.
Milk duds?
How many times can I say
You
no?
eat chocolate covered peanuts, right? Chocolate covered salty thing?
No, I don't like chocolate covered anything. I don't like chocolate
You
covered
like sweet-
strawberries. I
You
don't
like
like
sweet
that.
and salt? You like paydays?
What's a payday?
It's a peanut candy bar.
I like
nougat.
Snickers.
That's sweet and salty.
Yeah, but it's a candy bar. That's different.
Why is that different? It's sweet and salty.
Because a casserole, it's like, well, let's see.
Well, how's that different from the French fries
What do we
and
got?
the milkshake?
What do we got left over? Well, let's see. We have some shredded pork. Let's put that in there. What else we got? Oh, we got bananas. Let's put some bananas in there. What else we got? We got some raisins. Let's put some raisins in there. What else? Oh, coconut sprinkles. Let's put some coconut sprinkles in
there.
there.
If you leave the pork out of that, you've got a good ambrosia
salt?
going.
Little pepper. What else?
You
Garlic. Let's put some garlic in there. Mix it up.
don't even know.
Anybody got any Cool Whip? Okay, Cool Whip. That's
You don't even know.
ambrosia.
That's not ambrosia. That's not. That's you're just being rude. So rude.
That's a casserole. That is a casserole. Absolutely, that's a casserole.
You eat my mac and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese is not a casserole.
That is like a casserole. It's served in a casserole dish.
Noodles with cheese on it.
And it's a noodle cheese casserole with eggs and heavy whipping cream and butter. That is a casserole.
Why are you making that face?
Because I'm right.
Oh
You
yes.
think you're right, but you're not.
I
I will tell you this. I drove, it's the holidays, and I drove past a post office today. I'm like, dang, I almost rolled down the window. Y'all need to get stamps.com. This is
Stamps.com,
ridiculous.
yes.
Serious. I couldn't believe it. The line was, there was not a parking space to be had. And I was like, thank God I don't have to wait through that, because this holiday season, more people are mailing stuff than ever before. Personally, I love the post office, but not right now. It's just too busy. I got things to do. But stamps.com brings the post office to you. Now UPS shipping too. You got a computer, you can mail and click and ship anything from the convenience of your home or office with stamps.com. Anything you can do at the post office. Click, 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 and you're done. And plus, stamps.com saves you money with deep discounts. You can't negotiate for yourself at the post office, like 5 cents off every first-class stamp, up to 40% off priority mail, up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. This is crazy. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Plus, with the postage meters, they are just a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters that a lot of people have, for their businesses. Stamps.com, they're not about that. It's a no-brainer because they save you time and money. It's no wonder over 900,000 small businesses already use Stamps.com.
And don't spend another minute of your holiday season at the post office this year. Sign up for Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. With our promo code SANDWICH, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in SANDWICH. That's Stamps.com. Enter SANDWICH. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. Love Stamps.com.
We do.
Got anything else?
Yeah.
I
thought you said you had something.
Well, I got something small.
Well, go ahead.
And we can probably.
I feel like I've commandeered this whole
it's
podcast.
Okay. Sometimes you do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes
go ahead and you put your little stamp of something on it.
Sometimes we double team it. No, I was just going to do a public service announcement. I gave the both dogs a bath this week. And I just did them one by one this time. Sometimes I'll put both of them in the tub, and sometimes I'll do them one by one. This week, I just did them one at a time, just because I did them one at a time. And I took a video while I was blow drying their hair, and while I was brushing them. I did Zoe and I did Larry. And I posted that on my Instagram stories at the Alonzo 1971. And I got a bunch of messages from people. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe your dogs just sit there. Or, oh man, I wish my dogs would do that. Or I get so frustrated and angry when I give my dogs a bath. I really wish my dogs did what yours do. So I saw this, I'm like, wow, it shouldn't be that hard, shouldn't be that difficult. So I wrote one gal back. I wrote her back, and I thought, well, I'm just going to record, I guess, my 2 bits of advice on giving dogs a bath and how to make it easier on yourself.
And you do give credit.
I give credit to Caesar Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it's that.
Alan read it, so you don't have to.
Exactly. But basically, the dogs weren't always like that. Like when I first gave them a bath and put the hairdryer near them, they attacked it. They tried to, nibble at it.
Scary, that loud thing coming at them.
Kind of bite at it, And I think the first tip I would have is to just make them comfortable with the tools, the hairdryer and the brush. So just turn it off and just let them sniff it. Just let them put it on the floor, put the brush on the floor, and just let them check it out. That's how they learn about stuff. Because if you think about it, a brush and a hairdryer, a dog has no idea what that is. They're not natural things. It's not like a person or a dog or dirt or the grass or food. It's this thing. They have no idea what it is. So they need to smell it, check it out, make sure they kind of, are cool with it. And then maybe turn it on for a little bit, see what they do. And if they're okay with it, give them a treat. And then, turn it off. And then repeat that cycle. Just make sure they're comfortable. And
before you bathe them, this is like just a random.
No,
time?
this is after their bath.
Oh, yeah, I thought maybe you would test it before the bath wasn't even involved.
You could do that. I never did that. I just fired it up and started drying them, and they did the same to me. They started attacking the dryer, and I'm like, okay, I got to make sure they're comfortable with the dryer and the brush. And then the second thing is, if you get frustrated, then your dog is going to get frustrated. If you're showing like anxiety or frustration, like giving your dogs a bath or with the brush, or your dog is going to feel it and he's going to want to, or she's going to want to run away. So you've got to stay like calm and you got to stay positive. And if those are the things that I learned in Caesar's book. It's called Caesar's Way by Cesar Millan. If you stay calm and positive, usually your dog will stay calm and positive, and a lot of that begins with taking it on walks and then feeding and then playing, walks, feeding, playing in that order. So
it's really an eye-opening book. It wouldn't hurt for you to read it. Alan would be happy to loan you his copy.
Yeah, but it's really pretty simple. And over time, they just sit there, they know it's no big deal.
But it's one thing to read the book. It's another thing to actually put the things he tells you to do into practice.
Yeah.
Walking your dog is not always fun, especially if it's cold or raining and stuff. But it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Such a difference. When we go 2 or 3 days without walking them, we know it.
Well, Zoe starts to become mischievous.
Very.
She becomes very mischievous.
She's figured out how to jump on the counter. She uses certain pieces of furniture to jump up on the counter, and I'll catch her sniffing for food on the kitchen counter a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she'll grab my shoes when she's not been walked for a few days. She'll grab a shoe of mine.
Just walk around with it.
It's kind of her. I think that she's trying to tell me I'd like to go for a walk, and
she's so cute.
And I'm going to cause a little trouble, so you notice me.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on.
Alan follows all these Schnauzer accounts, and he sends me pictures when he comes across a Schnauzer puppy, and I'm like, I want a Schnauzer puppy now. They're so adorable. We got 2 now. We can't get another dog because once you get 3, it's
why can't you get another dog?
Because that's a pack.
It's a pack now.
And they outnumber us.
I'm the pack leader. Our kids outnumber us.
No.
Speaking of, I saw a shadowy figure just flash by the door.
Emma Kellie came out of her bunny hole.
Was that Homo sapiens teenagerus grumpus?
Yeah, she kind of slurched. What's the word?
Slinked.
Yeah. I was going to say lurched and slinked.
No, not
and
lurch.
it came out slurched.
I lurch.
Yeah, what's the word?
She slinks.
Lumbered.
Yeah.
Lumbered.
Did you see her?
Slumped.
Yeah.
She slumped by.
Very quick too. Didn't wave, didn't look, nothing.
She looked, she glanced.
Oh, she did?
She one of those disinterested.
Right, disinterested.
Like, why are you here?
Right. Why are you in this house? What are you doing here?
14's fun.
Yeah. All right, babe. Got anything else?
No, I'm really done.
Okay, good. All right. Well,
what? Why'd you say it so happily?
No, last podcast we went for an hour and a half. That's too long for the listener.
Well, when we
a lot of podcasts.
We got a lot to get to.
Yeah, we did.
And sometimes people say they want more.
Well, Sean said you needed to cut this down about 10 minutes.
Well, then tell him to get us one sponsor. All right.
Hey, Kellie. Are you going to tell El Presidente that?
No.
Oh. Hi, Kellie. I loaded you guys up around Christmas. Is that all right? Hey, I went to the podcast conference. They said you need to keep it about 20 minutes. You guys do that?
I'm happy to do a 20-minute podcast.
Well, your commercials are 20 minutes.
Well, there you go.
All right. All right, man. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
I love our listeners.
You kind of offended me tonight. With all that ambrosia talk and I don't know. You just hurt my feelings.
I offended you?
And you think I'm gross. You want to throw up the way I eat. The way I eat milkshakes and French fries. Kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, Alan.
And all the times I'm eating a can of sardines in the kitchen.
Oh, it's so gross.
And you come in
it's and a smell.
You make the face that you're basically looking at me like you want me to leave the house. Mm-hmm. And you say, that's nasty, that's gross. And I just sit there, keep shoving my face with these fish in a can because I don't have any sandwich or any meal made. So I just eat I just eat fish out of a can.
Oh.
Hey, you say the same thing to me.
What do I say?
You say that's gross. Just like
it
I said,
smells bad.
Just like I said, the French fries and the milkshake are gross.
All right, we got to go.
Hey,
we got to go so I can ignore Alan.
What is it? The central theme of this podcast is a sandwich and some lovin'. What does a guy need to be happy? A sandwich and some lovin'. Not a can of sardines and some lovin'. A sandwich and some lovin'. Somebody's got to make it.
I'll make you ambrosia.
All right. I love you desperately.
All right. I love you too.
And we will do this podcast again real soon.
I can't believe you busted me like that.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
Why don't you write the show wrap
You
up
said-
this time? Why don't you write the show wrap up that I do every freaking time this time?
Okay, then you upload the file.
I don't know how.
Exactly.
You know how to do this.
I know how to do it all.
Do it.
Come on, Amy. Sardines don't make you gassy.
Alan, please stop with that whistling. It's really ear piercing.
It's an earworm.
I'd rather you hum.
A sandwich and some fries and a shake. A sandwich and some milkshake disgust. What'd you post, Andrew? What am I looking for here? It's like Hannah Herb posted something. Oh, Hannah Herb is part of the group. All right. What else we got here? Oh no. Look.
Oh no. What happened?
He ordered a smack-a-sack.
After the podcast?
Andrew, good call. Good call. Hey, look, everybody. This is our friend who's in the chat room, Andrew. Look, he got a smack-a-sack. Awesome. That's awesome.
You should have bought stock in the company.
Yeah, what's going on with this lewd dream, Bethany? What's up? She's been very vague and evasive in the group.
Who?
Bethany. She's been very vague and evasive.
About what?
Some lewd dream she had.
About you?
That's what she said. And I said, did it have to do with me wearing anything on my head?
Like panties?
What else do I wear on my head besides a hat? I mean, come on. Oh, God. I know she's doing a bit. Oh. Andrew, that is hilarious, man. Oh, gosh. Smack-a-sack. Smack it till you smile. mysack.com. I don't know where my smack-a-sack is. Oh, I think it's in here. Sorry, babe. Did I put my sack in here? Oh, here it is. I found it. Here's mine, guys. Hey, there it is right there. Get there. It's actually good exercise.
How about a sandwich and some restructured meat?
That's good. I like that.
What did we start off the podcast with? Oh, my speech.
Yeah. Thank you, Sin. Not really safe. It's more, I mean, it's more kind of firm. See, I mean, they're hard to compress. I mean, if you grab the sack like this and squeeze each of the testis, they're kind of they're hard, you know.
If I had a thing, I could get the going. That does. That just makes you feel better. Here, you want to smack it?
Mm-mm.
Come on, babe. Just smack it. You won't have anxiety.
Mm-mm. I'd rather to breathe through my nose and out through my mouth.
Oh, no, Kelly. If you smack it, does it? Get to look with your testes. That's funny, Janet. Yeah, that's true. Oh, well. Gotta change your voice.
After we did the Google thing, what we do? McRib.
You did the lists for a long time. All the lists, the Google lists.
It wasn't that long.
Well, that was a lot of the content, right? I think we needed the top 5 porn searches. That would have been interesting. I wonder if I can find that right now. Hold on, guys. I'm going to give you some members-only content.
What would you call this?
Whoa. Oh, per state. Wow.
Fast food.
Okay, here you go, guys. This is by state, though. Some of the search terms were garden variety. This is for 2020. Some of the search terms were garden variety naughty, such as Alabama's big booty searches, Minnesota's quest for POV clips, and Oklahoma's lust for cheerleader porn. Others were more basic. As the election rolled on, Iowa was searching for yoga pants porn. North Dakota was searching for pumpkin smut. And Connecticut wanted to see wedgie nudes. Wedgie nudes? I've never heard of some of this stuff. Louisiana hunted for Popeyes porn. Texans were looking for sex mix. Arizona wanted Navajo clips, while Utah took a more religious route in searching for Mormon movies. Huh. Whoa. New Yorkers were a bit freakier in their porn proclivities, searching for foot job more than any other state, and New Jersey was just as wild with their femdom hunts. Huh. Okay, well, there it is. What'd I miss? Oh, the dog bass too. All right, guys. Well, yes, you should be Lord DuckDuckGo or Lord Ask. Lord Ask Jeeves. Remember MSN? Didn't MSN have a search engine one time?
What, honey?
MSN, wasn't that a search engine?
I think so. I think it might still be.
Sam, we're supposed to sell them online eventually, but that's probably not ready yet. But they're at the restaurant. If you are able to go to the restaurant, you can buy a hat there. They have hats there. They have all the ones. Well, I don't have one on tonight, but all the ones you've seen me wear, they have at the restaurant. What does one have to do to find out the hello hand story? It's lewd. I mean, that is too lewd. You have to go to Oat. You have to go to Oat when I'm there and when I'm feeling really loose, and then say, please, will you please tell the hello hand story? Then I'll probably tell it. Hello hand.
I'm done.
Oh, I
forgot to put the address in too.
I'm so stoked. Yeah, Hayden's coming back. That's going to be so cool. I mean, that's going to be awesome.
Okay, now I'm done.
I don't know. I hope he's a big part. I mean, you'd think he would be because it's supposed to take place after episode 3, but before episode 4, right? So there's a lot of years in there. So you would think that they would tell the story like how Obi-Wan went from kicking his ass on Mustafar to him becoming Darth Vader. And then what happened in that time? How did Obi-Wan become exile, and what happened to Darth Vader during that time too? So there's a lot of time in there. So hopefully they tell that story.
All right, I'm done.
Done?
Yeah, let me go see what Emma Kellie. I'm sure she was trying to get something to eat.
Okay. Alrighty. Well. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. That's what I would like to. I'd like to know, myself. And did he go straight to? It's turned into Star Wars talk now, but I can talk Star Wars. Did he go straight to Tatooine, or did he go anywhere else before that? Or if he did go straight to Tatooine, then what was he doing there the whole time? Was he just a hermit? Was he just hanging out in a cave somewhere, or what was he doing? That wouldn't be too interesting. So there's got to be something. There's got to be something that happened. So. Oh, Casey, you gotta be in on the Star Wars. Hey, look who it is. Come here. Come here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Oh my goodness, I'm just too lazy. Here's a new game we have. Oh, right in the mouth. Here. I pretend like I'm biting her hair on her mouth, and then she bites my nose, but she bites it real gently. Like she doesn't bite it hard. See that? If she bit it hard, it would really hurt, but she knows not to hurt me. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. She's good, Jordan. I mean, she's small, but boy, she raises Cain. If somebody comes to the front door, her bark it's so piercing and loud. It really hurts your ears. It's really loud for such a small dog. And of course she thinks she's bigger than she is. There was a guy walking in the alley the other day, and he had 3 labs, like big labs. And I was working in the garage, and she was just with me. I didn't have her on a leash because I didn't think anybody'd be back there. And she went charging out there after those 3 labs, giving them all this bluster. So yeah, she knows this is her house, and she defends it. She's not a guard dog, but she raises Cain, that's for sure. Yeah, Jana, just try to keep it, try to keep you like steady Eddie, and don't get frustrated, and try to make it positive for them. Just introduce a treat if they do something good. If they don't do what you want them to do, don't get frustrated. Just just try to keep your emotions out of it, and just make it fun and positive for them. That's all you can do. All right, guys, it's kind of late. Sorry to keep you up so late. We got we have 4 sponsors. We got to go like a long time. So I hope that's okay with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, the leash while you're drying them, it's not a bad idea. They're probably more getting upset just because they're more scared of the dryer and the brush. They just got to know that the dryer means they get a treat, or the dryer means they get a toy or something fun. Yeah, smash it. Thanks, Kara. Kara, did you get your card? Did you get your gift card yet? We sent it. I sent it like two days ago, I guess. We put tracking on it. I can send you the number if you haven't got it yet. No, I didn't see that, Sarah. I'll search for it. Doggone it, you hadn't got it yet. Okay. Well, we sent it first class. It may take, I don't know, maybe it takes, I'm sure the mail's slow. Okay. If you don't get it, let me know and I'll send you the tracking number. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you 2 days. Yeah, we got to do another podcast 2 days. Okay. See you soon. Nothing else matters ice skating. Okay. I'll check it out. All right, guys. Bye. Mwah.